Hello and welcome to the online video tutorial series. Today we are going to watch about the basic introduction of the dashboard of WordPress. So this is our site which we have installed previously on our localhost computer. So just log in into the WordPress site, click on login. Now it's asking for the username. Click on the username which we have entered yesterday. Just click on login. Now we are having the dashboard of our WordPress site. There are so many items on this dashboard. We will look after all the items one by one. First of all, on the home page, we are having right now quick press, recent comments, incoming links, recent drafts, WordPress blog, other WordPress news, plugins, etc. We can configure them by using these screen options. Whatever items we want to show on the screen, we can select from here, and the screen layout can be selected from this side, which is like this one. The right now is this column. Recent comments means the comments posted on your comments previously. Incoming links, the plugins tab just show about the most popular plugins from WordPress. And quick press means this field. By using quick press we can enter a title, upload a media and the content, and just publish any article very quickly. WordPress blog is an incoming link from WordPress about all the features of WordPress and other WordPress news. So updates tab on the left hand side of your screen, it will just take out to the WordPress updates. We are having right now the 3.1 2.1 version of WordPress. So if we want to reinstall that one, then we can click on reinstall now, and we can manually check for the updates right now by clicking on check in button. Just wait for a moment, it will. Okay, so we are having no updates available right now. So just go into posts tab on the left hand side of your screen, click on posts. We are having four options available here: all posts, add new, categories and post tags. In all posts we are having a list of all the posts till date we have published or unpublished. We can add a new post by using this link, add new, and through these links we can simply go on to various categories like published, draft, etc. In this table we can have a title field, author, categories, tags, comments and date of publishing. We can select the view by listing view or excerpt view from these links. In the add new section we can add a new post through this link. In the category section we can add new category for some posts, including its name, slug, parent and description. And in the post tags we can add some post including their name, slug, description, etc. On the left hand side there is another tab named media. In the media library we are having nothing right now, so we can add new files from this link. Now just wait for a moment, let's try to upload some new files. Select files and just go to my documents, my music, sample music and Python Symfony. Now it has completed the upload process. We can configure the title, caption, description and file URL. All the things can be adjusted accordingly. So let's save all changes. Now we are having one media in our media library. It is of audio type, so audio is showing one, and it is unattached to any post, so it is showing unattached. So on the left hand side of the screen there is another link named links. These are the available links right now. So we can have bulk actions, delete and view all categories, block rule filter. We can filter accordingly. So we can add new links from this tab, and we can also search within the links from this filter. On the left hand side again we are having another tab named pages. This tab consists of all the static pages on your site, which can be about us, home page and sample page, etc. Right now we are having only one page. We can have some quick edit, trash view options. Right now just hovering the mouse over the title, and it is a published one, so published category is also showing one post. And in the comments tab on the left hand side of the screen you can comment. There is a just comment from wordpress.org. Actually it is just a sample comment, so there are no pending comments, no approved comments, no spam, no trash. And in the bottom side of the screen we are having a tab named appearance, through which we can change the appearance of our site using different themes, widgets, etc. Right now my current theme is 2011 1.2, and I am having another theme 2010 1.2 installed in my WordPress. I can install more themes from this link. Click on install themes. I can search directly on WordPress through this filter, and also there is a feature of upload. I can upload a theme in zip format using this link, and it is featured category. These are all from WordPress, free themes and recently updated. So this is all about themes. So let's go into widgets tab. Right now these are the available widgets and these are the inactive widgets. And on the main sidebar there is no widgets showcase sidebar, footer area 1, footer area 2, footer area 3. So I can hover on this name of the widget and just drag it to the any place I want to place it down. So let's click on main sidebar. Now just enter a title and display as drop down, show post counts, etc. and save. So like this I can configure my widgets. In the menus option I can create. So to create a menu, just enter the menu name here and click on create menu. So theme locations, we can display our menu as named menu and save. Also we can give it custom links and label. So on another one is the theme options, by which we can configure the theme settings. First one is the color scheme for this 2011 theme option, link color and default layout. So we will leave it like this one. Background tab, so we can configure our background tab using an image, custom image from our desktop, and a color also. In the header link we can also configure our header images. Either we can have these random images or we can upload our own picture of size 1000 into 288 pixels only for this 2011 theme. We can also remove the header image and display text yes or no and text color. And in the editor tab we can edit the theme through WordPress only. Now right now it is style.css, So we can configure the style.css directly in the WordPress dashboard. So it's all about the themes appearance options. So just go into plugins menu. Right now I am having two plugins installed, but they are not yet activated, so it is showing as inactive too. So let's click on both and bulk actions, name activate, click and apply. So now both are showing active. So to configure this Xmet plugin, we have to enter our Xmet API key, which we got from Xmet API xmet.org. Either we can add new plugins from this link or from this link. We can directly search wordpress.org for plugins using this search, and or we can upload some early downloaded plugins. In the editor link, we can edit our plugins directly. On the users menu on the left hand side of your screen, just click on this one. I'm having only one user for this blog, so it is showing all users as one and administrator as one. We can add new user, and I there to change my profile from this one. Profile. It is showing visual editor. Disable the visual editor when writing. Just leave it unchecked. Admin color scheme, keyboard shortcuts, show admin bar, name, first name, last name, nickname, contact information about yourself, password, etc. On the tools menu on the left hand side, just click on this one. Actually, these are tools to import or export from other blog posts like Blogger and Journal, etc. Press this is the first tool available right now. So it is a bookmarklet, a little app that runs in your browser and lets you grab hits of the web. So we can drag this one and place on our bookmark tab, and categories and tags converter also. So there is also another link at import. Through import link we can import our existing content from Blogger, LiveJournal, WordPress, movable type and typepad, categories and tags converter, etc. And similarly we can export also. In the settings tab, we are having general settings like site title, tagline, WordPress address, site address, email address, etc. And in the writing tab, we can configure the size of the post box, formatting, default post category, default post format, default link category, and our post via email options. This is the most important options if you want to. So we have to first configure our mail server and login name, password, and default mail category. And on the reading link, we can have our configuration options for front page displays, either to show our latest post or at static post. We can configure, and blog posts show at most on a single page. Syndication feeds show the most recent, and for each article in a feed show full text or summary. So let's click on summary, and encoding for pages and feeds, it is UTF-8. Let's click on save changes. It has saved, setting saved. So just go on to discussion tab, and this is the default article settings. Attempt to notify any blogs linked to from the article, and like these one, you can leave them as default, or you can configure them according to your requirement. So let's go into media tab. It is to configure the media settings like image settings, image sizes. For thumbnail size, we have configured 150 into 150 size, and for medium size image it is 300 into 300, and for large size it is 1024 pixels into 1024 pixels. We can also configure auto embeds. When it is checked, then it will embed the media content from a URL directly onto the page, like YouTube. When you want to embed YouTube links, just click on the address bar of your video and directly paste that link into the your post, so it will embed automatically the video. And you can also configure the size of the embedded size videos, or you can change the directory of your uploads from here and full URL to the paths like this, and just go to privacy tab. Actually, it is the configuration settings for site visibility, whether to show your site on Google or not. So let's leave it by default. And the last setting is for permalinks. Actually, WordPress uses by default uh, links like these to show your posts, but actually these links are not SEO friendly. So you can give them a custom structure like this one, and you can use anything according to your requirement. There is a number of tags available on WordPress site, so you can watch them for a brief introduction about how to create custom structure for permalinks. And on the again, going to dashboard home, we can click on help, so this will show the help menu accordingly. So this is all about basic introduction of WordPress dashboard. Hope you have enjoyed it. Thanks for watching.